The day was January 18th, 1989. Very chilly by South Texas standards. I almost stopped in a little town before you cross all the bridges to get some coffee. I didn't. The people who were on the highway ahead of me, she wanted some coffee. They pulled over, I drove past them, and they came in behind me, Dick and Anita on a wrecker.
It was foggy and a slight rain. It was wet.
And I knew I would have to cross some bridges. It was an old bridge, and it is very narrow. I'm just really focused on getting back to Alvin, Texas, where I live. I was headed back that way and looking forward to seeing my family, which I missed for 3 days, especially my wife. What I didn't know was that steep embankment was there. It's like going on a tunnel, because you have this big metal superstructure above you, on both sides of you. You can see only really to the end of the bridge, and then the highway goes up. So I couldn't see beyond the end of the bridge. Out of nowhere, a tractor-trailer truck hit the car in his lane, and then came over into my lane and hit me head on.
When we approached the bridge, the first thing on the right was this large 18-wheeler. And then the next thing on the left, I believe was a gray car. It had a single older man in it. Then the next thing was Don's red car that was all crushed and smashed. So we were only 4 vehicles on the bridge at that point.
I was stationed in Walker County at the time. I said, how does it look for him? And they said, not good at all. That was, just something I never forgot. I mean, was seeing that. It was a miserable, miserable day.
Traffic is backed up for miles in both directions, because at that time, it was the only bridge across that lake. In fact, Dick Onerrecker and Anita had to leave their car and walk up on the bridge to get to where the accident was.
Police approached Dick first and said, don't even bother with that man. I've already checked him and he has no pulse. And then Dick did check and he could not identify any pulse.
You could see from this wrecking yard picture that the trajectory of the truck as it went over. When the truck hit me, it literally took this arm over my shoulder into the back seat. The steering wheel actually went horizontal and into my chest. My head had banged up against the metal side of the interior of the car. My right leg was broken at the knee. But I must have slid in the seat a little sideways because it hit from that angle. And when it did, it literally severed my left leg just above the knee. And 4.5 inches of the femur was ejected from the car and actually never found. I had been killed instantly. My heart was not beating, so it was not pumping blood. I died on the bridge.